Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, Jerry Bowen. Do-do-do-do-do. Miguel Antonio. Declan Rice and Pablito. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. I finished the two. That's what I've been trying to hit you up to tell you that. Bro, I've been trying to tell you that. But listen, I get you the message one way or another, my brother. Don't even worry about it.
We are fucking massive.
You already know who it is. You already know. Hey.
Where's Summer Massive? Let's have a look. What are we going to do on the old Guinness thing today then? Ooh! West Ham are massive, everywhere we go, everywhere we go.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Honestly, when we went 2-0 up, I was like, yo, we're going to do these bastards in, dog. I honestly thought we were going to do them in. And then I thought they'd at least have one goal. And they got the one goal. Fair play. They got the one goal. Second goal, no goal. Like, okay, yeah, cool foul. Like, listen, brethren, it's the two checks, in it. It's the two checks. Because remember when, like, Souček headed the ball back, and it would have been a wicked goal if it was on the other end, or at the other end, but it wasn't. It was in our end. And then you got his, like, checkmate, big up Jack, mate. But you got, like, checkmate, who, like, same thing. Like, if he got that at the other end, we would have been like, what? What a goal. And that was no free kick. I watched West Ham Unofficial, and I said about the free kick, and Young J, aka to the E, didn't know what I was talking about. Lawrence didn't know what I was talking about, dog. Kieran knew what I was talking about. Honest, he did. And he was like, I know what Peach is talking about. It was the free kick that wasn't really a free kick. That was no free kick. That was like, and I said this like on some WhatsApp things like, yo, that was a Del Boy backhanded to Boise for like a used car, brethren. Straight up, a used Veeks. Like when Alex Ferguson pointed at his watch, like 3 minutes turned to 7 minutes. No, thank you. No, thank you, dog. I'm proud of the boys. Don't get me wrong. And I love the fact that, like, listen, we're mad, or I am. I don't know about any of y'all, but I am mad that we drew against City. That's how massive we are. Don't forget that. That's how massive we are. Like, we drew against City and we're upset. Well, I am. I'm upset that we drew against City because we could have had all 3 points today. No matter what, we're in the European tour next season. That's great. I don't want to be in the conference things. I just don't like the word conference because conference reminds me of like Yeovil. I don't want to associate myself with Yeovil, dog. No disrespect to anybody that lives in Yeovil, but I don't want to associate myself with anybody in Yeovil, dog. Like because of like conference things, dog. Like Doncaster things. It's like, yo, how you mean Wrexham things? Like, yo, what's the Atherton Stanley, whatever they're called? No one associate Kidderminster. No one associate my things with them, dog. I want to associate my things with like your Man Cities, your Liverpools. You know what I mean? Like Barcelona's, your Real Madrid's, like Villarreal, or however you say it. Like, yo, I want to associate my things with them things, dog. You know what I mean? And it's like conference just sounds bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, I was watching E20 Zone TV, big up Mr. J Hustle, and like, yo, I'll show you this, dog. I'll show you this. We win against Brighton, which we ain't done since 1920. I don't know if any of y'all know that, but we ain't beat them since 1920. Real talk. Might have beat them in the League Cup or whatever, but we ain't beat them in the league since 1920. That has to get a turnaround. Like, full out, like, turnaround, dog. Like, turn. That's to get a turnaround, dog. Because, like, we beat Brighton. Mr. Patrice Evra, and I'm calling him Patrice because I never liked him as a player, dog. Everybody said he was so dope. Declan Rice is better than Patrice Evra, dog. He might have been alright. It's like Patrice Evra and like Yo. See, I'm even gonna change his name up, dog. Yo Torre. I know what his real name is. Don't get it twisted. But you got not even Evra. What am I saying? Evra. Patrice Vieira. There you go. And then you got Yo Torre. Like, yo, Declan Rice is on a different plantation than them cats, dog. Straight up. The work that he put in today was phenomenal. The whole team, the work that they put in was phenomenal. Oh, Antonio. Oh, Antonio. So close. Like, he just had to dink it over the goalkeeper and it would have gone in. But he went for like an extra chip, like he was playing golf at like Augusta in the Masters, dog. Like, oh my days. That could have been it. Bowen, phenomenal. Yo, Dawson was unlucky in the like very beginning stages of the match. Yo, big up Charlito. I was watching his watch along on Hammer's chat. It was wicked. He had to leave at halftime, deal with two things, don't know. But yo, man, I'm upset. Like I'm proud, don't get me wrong. And it was very emotional because like Mark Noble's last match, I get that. But as Budgie said the other day, he'll be back for the UNICEF match, and I hope he like takes a role in the backroom staff. Like, wouldn't that be dope, man? Like you'd have Kevin Nolan, you'd have Paul Naveen, you'd have Psycho, and then you'd have Mark Noble. Like, you can't get better than that, dog. Because any player that comes into West Ham United, dog, Mark Noble puts his arm around them and welcomes them in. And, kind of tells them, listen, we're a football club that's like, we got the morale that's here, but we take the piss out of one another. And, like, it's real banter back in the dressing room. You get me? Like, I know about Mark Noble, dog. And he has been the connecting division between any manager that's ever come into our club since he's been in our club, from like the when he whatchamacallit, what was it? He got subbed for like Luke Chadwick, Mr. Beautiful Face. Remember him? Luke Chadwick, dog. But like he got subbed down for Luke Chadwick, and it was against Southend, dog, our farm club, dog. And like he scored. And it was like, yo, like he hadn't looked back since, man. He hadn't looked back since. Like real things, man. And what a man. What a man. What a man. West Ham through and through. West Ham through and through. Like what a man. It's almost like a Ryan Giggs story. You know what I mean? Like how Ryan Giggs like started his career at Manchester fucking United. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you two don't like give me like too much like space because I said the F word. I don't care. This is more emotional than YouTube, dog. So YouTube could like piss off. Like, yo, man, I'm showing you, dog. Like, Mark Noble went out on loan. You know what I mean? Did two things. It was at Hall, wasn't it? It was at Hall. I think he went somewhere else too. I know he went to Hall. But it's like, yo, he's West Ham through and through. And like, he stayed with the club through and through to the end. Just like Giggs did, man. It's see, the thing is, and they got a comparison too, because Giggs could have played for England, but he didn't. Stupid. Like, big up everybody in Wales, like Brownie and flipping managers probably too. Like, but yo, big up like there, cause I know I think he got family in Wales, cause I know he don't live there, but I think he's like been there for a bit. But it's like, Regin, like you have like somebody like Ryan Giggs that could have played for England. And then you have Noble, who's basically done the same as Beckham. Like under 16s, under 17s, under 18s, under 19s, under 20s. But he never got to that final stage. And I think that's a trick that like England missed. And Stuart Pearce was the manager, like, of the under 21s when Mark Noble was playing. And he'd either deploy him on the right or in the middle, more so on the right. But like, I think that's a trick that England missed still. I think Mikel Antonio is a trick that England missed. And you know what? Coming into this World Cup Qatar, yo, we have players in our squad, doc. Like Dawson, Cresswell. I wish I could say Antonio, but I can't. Jared Bowen. Like, what a match today by Jared Bowen. What a match. Like, I know he's on fire because he's shagging Danny Dyer. But, like, homeboy's in space because nobody could take his place. Real things. Like, Jared Bowen's a different kettle of, he's a different kettle of, whatchamacallit. He's a different kettle of gummy bears, like, honest to goodness. Like, he's just, yo, second goal on his left foot. Like, yes, please. Because that is his stronger foot in it, left foot. There's nothing like left-footed players, man. Left-footed players do it for me, dog. Like real things. Because they unbalance everybody else. They unbalance the defense. They unbalance the goalkeeper. They unbalance, like, everything. That referee, yo, see you next Tuesday, my G. See you next Tuesday, my G. Anthony Taylor, or whatever his name is. Yo, him and Mike Dean must be brothers, like straight up separated at birth. And even playing with you, man. That was no free kick, dog. That was no free kick at all. At all. Like, there was a match on Friday. I think it was Tottenham. It was Tottenham and somebody else playing. It was Tottenham and Arsenal, wasn't it? It was. It was Tottenham and Arsenal. And there was a penalty in that. I was like, that ain't no penalty. Like, homeboy was looking at the ball, didn't even see the next man. And same thing here, but even ours was lighter. Like, and not for penalty circumstances, but for like free kick circumstances, doc. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I think these referees are being paid off, man. I really do. I really do think these referees are getting paid off, man. Like some Del Boy to Boise things, dog. Like for used car things, dog. Done said that, and I'm real about that, dog. It's good that we're upset because we drew Man City. The boys did us proud, yes. It was a nice send off from Mr. Noble, 100%. At halftime, I was buzzing, and I thought we could do it. And then Grealish came up with a goal that you can't argue about, but that free kick you can argue about. You can argue about that. And it's like they bring this VAR thing in to make it all fair. Shit ain't fair. Shit ain't fair at all, dog. It's not fair at all. So I don't understand. Like, you're trying to bring in two things to the game to make it fair, but it's still unfair. Which I mind, but I don't mind, because you always like to have that, like, human instinct about the match that, like, did it go your way, didn't it go your way? But they were trying to make it so fair. It was like some AI things. But, like, they still ain't got it right. The only thing they got right is the goal line technology. That's it. That's it. The only thing they have right is the goal line technology. When you look at, like, VAR, favoritism, man. It's favoritism. Straight up. It's favoritism. Big up Mark Noble. What a legend. What a man. I remember when, like, he came to Toronto, and I said this on some shit before, but I'll say it again. When he came to Toronto and West Ham United played the MLS All-Stars, I screamed like a little girl at a Beatles concert, dog. I was like, "No!" And he made a point of, like, looking over and, like, kind of giving me them, like, shatter signals, you know what I mean? Like, yes. And Bellamy, what a pimp. He has some swag about him, dog. Last man off the bus, just like. But Noble, back to Noble. What a man. What a man. What a servant of the club. Like, I think he should have been called up for the England national team. He wasn't. So, England, get it right. Call up Big Craigie D. Call up Aaron Cresswell. Because I don't care if you're like 10 years old or 100 years old. If you got something to offer, you got something to offer, man. And these boys have something to offer. And if you do not include Jared Bowen in your squad, Mr. Southgate, I'm talking to you, Mr. Southgate, Mr. Southgate, Mr. Southgate, I'm talking to you, Mr. Southgate, Mr. Southgate, Mr. Southgate, I'm talking to you. If you don't call up Jared Bowen, you're crazy. You're mad. You're mad. How can you not call up somebody like Jared Bowen, dog? Like, homeboy, he got tricks, flicks, and kicks like nobody. No business. No business. And tell Jamaica to piss off and grab Antonio back. But it's like, that ain't gonna happen. But at least we got Jared Bowen. You know what I mean? Like, Jared Bowen needs to be in the squad, dog. Needs to be in the squad. And then, like, the up-and-comers. Like, I was talking to Lawrence Watkins the other night, dog. The up-and-comers, like Perkins, like Alisi, like Baptiste, like Langello, like Ashby. Yo, they're there, dog. They're there. Connor Coventry. How do you mean? Connor Coventry. Like, who has a good preseason and then gets loaned out? I don't know. Moyes has, like, I'm not going to argue with Moyes because he's done amazing. Nobody can tell me different. He's done brilliant. But it's like, how can you loan a player out after they've, like, done so well in preseason. Like, my days. See, I'm kind of happy that I'm mad because we drew against Man City because it shows like the growth that we've made in the past 2 seasons. But we could have had that today, man. And if it's always dodgy refereeing, though, isn't it? It's always dodgy refereeing. If it ain't against Sevilla, it's against Man City. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then and if it ain't against Man City, it's gonna be against Brighton. Doc. I don't want these like dodgy referee calls. I want somebody like neutral, fair. It's almost like that Taylor cat had like money on City winning, and he didn't get his money paid out, but he could have had money on like a win or a draw. Bastard. That was no free kick, dog. That was no free kick, and we closed them out all so tight. They wouldn't have got another goal if they didn't have that free kick, man. Straight up. And I know it was an own goal. I get that. But, yo, Kufal did his best, dog. Like, to try to get the ball away, out, like, when in doubt, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Kick it out or head it out. You know what I mean? Oh my days. On to next season, really, isn't it? Like, we're in Europe, so that's good. But as I said, I don't want to be in Conference Europe, dog. We took the piss out of Tottenham because they were in Conference Europe. It was like the Cornflake League of like Europe. I don't want to be in the Cornflake League of Europe, dog. I want to be in the Champions League, to tell you the truth. But it's like, yo, I read something the other day. About like Champions League and about how like more teams could qualify, like two more from England or something or other. I read that the other day. It was interesting. If that goes on, hey, like we qualify for Europe and up in the Champions League. Honestly, I will cream my pants, dog, if I hear that tune and I see the man them on the pitch. Like that would be insanity. Straight up, that would be insanity, man. And we can do it. We're almost there. He did this with Everton. He's doing it with West Ham. Like, we're a lot closer than we think, man. We're a lot closer than we think, man. And we're a lot further ahead than we thought we'd ever be. In 2 seasons, like, come on. In 2 seasons, qualifying 2 times to, like, Europe? Come on, man. Like, yo, that's, next level type shit, man. Next level. Anyways, this is all about Mark Noble. Thank you for your services. Please stay at the club. Get into the backroom staff. We need you. You've always been the glue between the manager and the players. No matter what manager has come in, you've always been that glue between the manager and the players. You get what I'm saying? You have always been that. So don't go, because the players need you, man. Honestly. No matter the players we have now, or no matter who the players are that we bring in, you're needed. Most definitely, you are needed. You are like the buffer. You are like the middleman. You're like Matsuaku, middle dribble. You're like the middleman, and you need to stay with us. And I want to get emotional right now, but I'm holding it back because like can't get emotional on camera, dog. How do you mean? But it's like you need to stay with the club. You have to, man. You have to be the glue. Basically, that's what he is, isn't it? He's the glue. No matter what manager we bring in, no matter what player we bring in, he's always that man that like takes the player under his wing. And did you see Jay Lings? Oh my days. Cam, big up Cam. West Ham Scouser. How do you mean? Big up Cam, dog. Cam posted on a WhatsApp thing that like Jay Lings like, gave his best regards to Nobes. And what a wonderful person he is. What a wonderful human being he is. and like his next level kind of thing going forward at West Ham United. It's gonna be different not seeing Mark Noble there, man. Like I know he ain't played that much, but when he has played, it's like we all say, "Oh, that looks like the old Mark Noble." Like that looks, you know what I mean? Because he like puts in a shift. He didn't look out of place today when he came on. He didn't look out of place at all, and he plays that kind of like number 10 role. That's why like Lanzini got taken off, and I called that. But it's like he kind of plays that number 10 role where he's allowed freedom. You know what I mean? I'm gonna miss you, Mark Noble. Mark Noble, I'm gonna miss you. But hopefully I won't because he'll be in and around the squad. He better be, man. I can't. I like those stupid owners. We have stupid owners, dog. We have stupid owners. I want to get rid of them, see the back of them, not never look at their faces again. They're frauds. They're frauds, dog. They're frauds. I want like real owners who like live West Ham like we do, breathe West Ham like we do, shit West Ham like we do, dog. Like I want owners that have our best interest, cause what we got right now is a joke. It's circus things, and many people have done said that, dog. Many people have done said that about like our owners and thing, and how it's circus things. If they're West Ham, which they're not, I'll tell you that straight for facts. They're not. I think one is like Cardiff, and the next one's like Birmingham. Birmingham. Sneaky blinder things, dog. And that's what they're doing to us. Sneaky blinder things, dog. Yo, I hope that Lucas had a wicked day out today, man. Honest. We didn't lose, so big up. Um, yeah, Duke was there. Happy was like asking, to meet up with the man them there. I think Miles's there. Gatesy's probably there. Budgie's there. Like, flipping hell, everybody's there, man. I hope you had a very good day. And it's an alright result. It's a sad day because we're seeing one of a very honorable human being that has stuck by his club through and throughout. And you don't get that these days. That's why I gave the Giggs comparison, because Giggs did. Ryan Giggs, he did. Like, Mr. Mark Noble, I wish you all the best. Please stay at our club. Please still be that man that welcomes our new talent and being that boy with the banter in the dressing room and thing, but being that glue through any manager that we get to any player that we get. They need your arm around them, man. They honestly do. You're a very special person, and I'm proud that you put in 100,000,000% every time you fucking played. You were never a half-half. No moiety things, dog. You were never half cream things, dog. You were always full on. And that's us as West Ham supporters. That's what we crave. That's what we want to see. That's what we live for. And you've never disappointed. Never. Not once have you disappointed. So I'd like to say thank you, Mr. West Ham, Mr. Number 16, Mr. Mark Noble. Thank you very much for being you and being West Ham through and through. Like, you bleed claret and blue, dog. And we love that about you, man. Straight up, there's no other ways of saying it. I didn't dip into any of the comments. I apologize, but I'm emotionally struck because we have one of the best ambassadors that ever played for West Ham, like leaving. But hopefully he don't leave. Hopefully he gets into, some backroom staff things, some things around the club. So he'll be here to be that glue, because we need that glue. And Mr. Mark Noble, we love you, man. Straight up.